Uh, this guy's question is, um, got a evaporator fan, confirmed good power supply, but it is not running, except, and he elaborates down here, um, if he pulls the fan out and pulls the blades off of the fan, then it'll run. But as soon as he puts the blades back on, it stops. So, what could be going on here? Of course, start by taking a look at the schematic. And here is our evaporator fan. We've got our, it's a DC fan. Um, so we've got our DC ground on white, our 12-volt supply will be on red here. And then it is a three-wire fan. So we've got this yellow wire here. What are the possibilities of what could be on that third wire when you've got a three-wire BLDC motor?
Neutral, neutral.
It's got to
Data.
have neutral to run, right? Everything's got to have neutral. Basically, you
I
got two
thought it was a
possibilities of what could be on there. What
I
was that?
thought it was a feedback or somehow telling
That's
that
one
the
of them.
motor
That's one of the
was
possibilities would be feedback to the control. The other would be a speed signal, PWM signal, the signal from the control that's telling the motor how fast to run.
uh-huh.
But the question is, how do you know which one it is?
And everybody
Um,
know what PWM stands for? Pulse width modulated. So it's
Yes.
just it's an encoded speed signal that the computer generates and sends to the motor that then it decodes and tells the motor how fast to run.
so the pinout is no help. If you trace this yellow back here, comes over here to uh, pin 10 on the board, and they don't tell us what's on that pin. Um, so no help there as far as what's supposed to be on that yellow wire. We can look at the spec sheet. They have the evaporator fan here, but they just tell you that it's a 12-volt DC power supply, so not any help there. One thing that we can do, and this is often helpful when you have kind of questions relating to a specific part on an appliance, is you can actually pull up a picture of the part itself. One thing that you'll notice here, how many wires are on this? This is an actual picture of the fan motor that is in question here, but got four wires on this one and not just three. But in this particular application, they're only using three of them. Um, but we've got this, what I want to draw your attention to is that we've got red, white, right? And we've got our yellow, we've got blue. That's actually a very standard array of wire colors for these four-wire BLDC motors. Um, and there's actually um, from those colors, if you see these four colors, sometimes the white will be black. That's one alteration I've seen, but generally, if you see this red, yellow, blue, you actually know what is going to be on each one just from convention because there's only so many people that make these motors. Um, and so the convention is actually normally that you have the pulse width modulated signal on the yellow and the RPM feedback on the blue. And just in case you don't believe me, we've got a little video that we recorded on this one. Actually, before I play the video for you, I'll go ahead and show one of the things we talked about in this topic, which was what you can do in this particular case, where you've got a fan that's running, apparently only running on well, basically you want to isolate whether it is a weak fan motor or if it's a motor that's only being told to run very, very slowly by the controller. Isolate between those two cases is by jumping from, I'll get to the, here, yeah, we'll use this. Jumping from this red wire, which is your DC voltage supply, to your pulse width modulated signal. And what that'll effectively tell this motor is you're simulating to that motor, hey, the control board's telling you to just run full speed all the time. And so if you make that jump and the fan starts running full speed, with the fan blades on and everything, well, you know that you have a good fan motor, and the problem is that the control is not sending a good a good pulse width modulated signal to it. It's got a good power supply, but it's also got to have that signal. And this video is going to demonstrate what happens, what that looks like when you do that jump. Let me unplug here. All right, hopefully you can hear me, and you should be able to hear the audio of the video here.
Yep, still hear you fine.
Yep, and the video is showing up?
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
A red and common going to red and black. So that's all I've got in there. And the fan's not running. Why that be? Because I don't have a speed signal set up. So
Right, so right now we've got on this red and black, and this is actually what I was just talking about. They have black here instead of white, but otherwise you have the blue and yellow. But we've got a good DC ground and a good DC power supply hooked up, but the fan's not running. And that's because there's nothing on the PWM line. So we're about to jump over to that.
what I've got to do to get this to run is I've got to jump from the yellow wire, and I'm just going to jump it over to the power supply, to the red wire in the power supply, which is effectively telling the computer telling the fan motor to just run straight out, run as fast as you can. And that's what we got.
And there you go.
Take away the
It's hard to see on the video, but because the fan blades are moving so quickly, but the fan is running there. As soon as he jumped the red wire to that yellow wire there. So it's stimulating that PWM signal. That make sense? Everyone tracking with me there?
Yep. And there's also a blog post, Sam. I don't know if you remember that you did. I'm going to put the link to it in the chat box for everyone. That breaks down the wire configurations on these BLDC fan motors. And so, one other thing I want to point out too is the feedback signal will often be called out as FG, frequency generator. And that's generated by the fan motor and sent back to the computer to confirm to the computer that, yes, I'm running at the speed you told me.
But it's going to depend on your configuration if they actually use that. So in this one, with this fan motor, it has that fourth wire. They could have used that if they wanted to. But for this particular implementation,
yeah, that would have been extra circuitry on the computer and extra would have cost them an extra 5 cents per unit.
Exactly. So they decided we're just going to use we're just going to tell it how fast to run, and we don't care about the control board knowing whether the fan is actually running or not. But yeah, so the upshot is a cool troubleshooting trick for this one is that you can do that jump to confirm whether the problem is the PWM signal. And if the customer doesn't want to do the repair, if they don't want to change out the control board, you can tell them, well, okay, you don't want to get that, but I could at least get your fan running here. It's going to be running all the time, which might cause some inefficiency in the refrigerator. But you'll at least have a working evaporator fan motor.